No, hello, and welcome. Making Comics and Art, episode 224. As incredible as that seems. So, Andy Warhol's Marilyn sold for 195 million. Um, and that's my biggest art sale to date. No, I don't know. The best I've done is maybe a couple hundred for a piece. Um, I still get asked for Aquaman pages or covers or whatever, and cat hair. All that stuff's gone. Just in case you wonder. Um, and if you didn't know, I'm working on Designated, comic created and written by Mark Torres. I'm working on this all month, and until it's done. So this particular page is from chapter 2, page 18. Jumping around because that is what I'm doing. So yeah, I hope to come close to making some real cash with my artwork. And I have plans to really dive into improving my skills. This year, as I mentioned, is about finishing a lot of books. But I'm going to get retro out and a number of other projects out. Then, I'm going to get focused on working on issue 2 of retro, which I'll be doing the art for. And because of that, I want to really work on my skills, and I got a bunch of things I want to do artistically before diving into the art of issue 2. I got a number of short stories I'm going to be doing. Maybe this year, if I get a chance. Definitely next year if I don't. But yeah, so Andy Warhol's Marilyn making 195 million. It's promising on the one hand, and it's it's like no way will I ever earn anything of that sort in my career. I mean, you never know, but that's like built off of his incredible career as well as his lifestyle. He was a character, as my dad used to say. And I'm pretty simple guy just a simple guy from Brooklyn. I don't have much flash. I consider myself funny, but that's like hang out with people funny. I'm not like no stand up kind of funny. But in a way, it's hopeful for artists out there that work hard at their craft and work on it for years and years, and the potential for such works to make some good money. There's people online who have done art auctions. Like some people do it on sites, but a lot of people recently have been doing it more on YouTube. Where they set up streams, art auction streams, and I believe somebody made like 4,000 on a piece because she's very popular and has a fan base that goes nuts for her and her work. I don't believe I have any crazy fans like that are well off. Kind of have that loose change. Maybe one day. Yeah. I mentioned before I'll be at Heroes Con. Next month, 24th to 26th. Looking forward to that. Me and Randy Bishop with Hawk and the Hawk issue 7. So I gotta get pages to that done as well as designated this month. Totally insane. Oh, I'll mention quick before I forget. I do have 2 guests, as it turns out. One will be Wednesday tomorrow, and one will be Friday. So tomorrow, be streaming at 1 o'clock in the afternoon to avoid the extreme heat of later in the day. And Friday will be a little cooler, very little. But I did make the mistake of scheduling it at 4 o'clock. But whatever, it can't all be perfect. But yeah, it's like most of my work has been inks. So unless it's got a plethora of characters in it, or it's an amazing cover or pinup piece, whatever, I'm not expecting to make buco dollars. As my art rep says, it's like popular characters sell. Talks to everybody, all the artists in his group, into doing fan art. And yeah, it's like, I definitely want to do that, but I can't focus on that now. It's more about getting past projects done. And there's a lot of pieces I want to do with more popular characters. And we got people showing up, chatting. Hey, Frog G. When's your? I have to look at the calendar of campaigns. When is your campaign happening? Put it in a chat. And I'm not sure if you're wrenched, but you could at least put the information there. And also welcome Creators Outlet. Good to see you here. I'm working on this Tuesday morning. I actually got to head out at 11. So probably won't go a full hour. My stupid phone doesn't work, so I gotta use my friend's phone on get some things accomplished, because some things in town changed, and I can't update my state ID. I gotta get my state ID updated, and I went to where I used to get it done, and they're like, well, do it online. And some stuff you do online, some stuff you call in. Anyway, I'm gonna get that accomplished, and some other stuff. Paperwork never ends. I hate paperwork, but who loves it? Okay, so here we go. Sign up is now active. Campaign is about 5-ish months out. Okay. We want to launch when the book is mostly done and up to our standards. Excellent, excellent, of course. And Voodoo Gods and Magic, and there you go. This way you could sign up to Frog G's book. Incredible. Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. Oh, I swung by so Justin Belmont, who's on my channel a bunch of times, with his campaign Smokes the Fox, is still live on Kickstarter, and he passed his goal, so very happy for him. I got a piece in that. I haven't seen the final, but it was mostly done. It was colored and some words on it. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'll have a bunch of stuff out this year, next year. And there's Frog G dropping the links. Smokes a Fox, #1, and Weaponized Werewolf, 0. And is it still in demand on IGG? Probably. Very cool, very cool. What else? Oh, I was hanging out at Black Rose Comics, B Rose, last night. He was streaming at Phoenix Animation. You know what? I've watched B Rose so many times. I feel like I've talked to him, but I got to get him on my channel at some point. Even though I just mentioned I have 2 guests coming up, I'm actually trying not to have guests this month because I got too much work. That I'm not going crazy yet. I should be. Because I got more to accomplish than is humanly possible for me, but somehow I'll swing it. And I also got to make money on top of that. Like, a lot of what I'm accomplishing, I was already paid for. Yeah, it's just the endless freelance struggle. But, I get through this year. Next year is going to be a lot easier. And yeah. There's B-Rose YouTube. And you can also check his streams for... He does something I should be doing. Which is posting a lot of my friends' campaigns into his video description. I always intend to do that. I'm just a one-man army here. One day. There's so much I want to do as far as adjusting stuff on my socials and online, and eventually I'll get a website up. It's just too much to do and not enough time in the day. But we do what we can. So yeah, today's gonna be another hot one. I probably actually have to also get my laundry done today, do some food shopping. Chores never end. As well. But yeah, if you don't know, I'm trying to stream more in the hopes that I'll finally, at some point, get monetized. I need 4,000 watch hours. I got 1,600, something like that. So if you're watching this, go over all my past. I got just over 750 videos. Give them all a watch. Or just, turn on my channel and pick a playlist and let it, turn off the sound and let it play. As one of my friends recommended. I do it myself, but my internet sucks and I can't do multiple things on my computer at once. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, I need to get as much as this book done as possible. I start dropping pages, finishing pages. I'm just jumping around so much. Between things I got to do. I'll show off the cover soon. The cover I was working on yesterday. It's the last cover I got for American Alchemist in the upcoming anthology, which I did 6 covers for. I believe he said 3 covers will be for book 1, 3 covers will be put for book 2. And he's having one colored by a new colorist. Looking forward to seeing. It'll probably be a little while. There's also Nicholas Gear with Relentless Tin Soldier 2. I've done a couple of pieces for. One was a exclusive alternate cover for a campaign he's going to have later this year, which is his character, Relentless Tin Soldier, teams up with Phantom Shadow, another character by somebody else. And yeah, I love that cover. And he had me do another piece recently. I'm waiting for people to see. So let's see. Okay, let me. I forget if I clicked on this and showed it off on screen, but that's Frog G's campaign. All these links are in the chat. You can go back later if you're watching this later and click on them and go to their campaigns and support fellow creators. And there's Smokes a Fox, Weaponized Werewolf. That one's on Kickstarter if you prefer. This one's on Indiegogo. And there's Black Rose YouTube channel. Go check him out. He's goofy, but he's fun. And there's Relentless Tin Soldier issue 2 campaign currently live. good looking book. And, it's like, there's so many campaigns happening this year, and I've already pledged to a lot of stuff that I only have to come up with money for on Kickstarter. But there's stuff coming up on Indiegogo. Specifically, I think it's this Saturday is the 14th. Joe Sontag's Reaper Destroyer is happening that I'm really excited about. I believe we've only seen the pencils to his cover that he's had bat ink. So I'm not sure if he showed that off yet, or if he's going to show it off on the day. But yeah, this is like very 90s looking book. Very excited about that. And got to finish off the cover I was working on so I can pull in some money. And that's why, I hope that Nicholas Gear shows off the piece I did recently for him, because I'm going to sell that piece. And I know people out there will definitely want to grab it. Here we go. Reaper Destroyer happening Saturday. I believe Saturday evening, if I'm not mistaken. Is that another I'm not sure where he's launching from. But he's on Twitter. That's where he communicates all. And thanks, Frog G. Definitely appreciate you dropping all the links. Yeah, you're awesome. So I haven't really spoken to, but Alison, has lately been my co-host. She has a GoFundMe. She's like racking her brain how she's going to come up with money to pay her medical bills. It's ridiculous. She's on a fixed income, and her bills are way beyond her grasp at the moment. I'll put the link to that. It's a few videos back. I'll make sure it's in all the recent videos. I didn't really put any information in the last video I did, but the one before it, I believe. Yeah, I got other stuff to do, but I'll be good. I'll get to it. So much chaos, so much going on. And, it's like life is challenging for a lot of people, and I feel blessed that I'm healthy and alive and got friends and family, and it's like nothing major is going on. Just the typical challenging, making a schedule and keeping my studio clean, keeping my cats out of my face while I work. But like in regards to like the sale of Andy Warhol's piece, really, like, that's not his art. I mean, it's his art, but I believe, unless I'm incorrect, he took a black and white photo of Marilyn and colored it. So he got that piece, got all that money, and it's just for coloring. But I do have intentions of doing some elaborate pieces, like prints and stuff, and even some more like iconic things I have in mind. But I have no time for any of that right now. But yeah, I love like what Bernie Wrightson did with Frankenstein, and there's so many artists. As Andy Brass does incredible detailed work. Richard Friend has done a bunch of his own artwork and very detailed, and he's got his upcoming book, Blaster Kid. I haven't been watching a whole lot of what other people are up to, but eventually Blaster Kid, I believe this year, will go to crowdfunding. I'm really excited about what his art looks like on that, and his Kelsey on coloring is doing phenomenal work. And yeah, that's Richard Friend going from working as an inker, now writing and drawing his own book. And that's what I want to see. I want to see everybody doing their own creations. Not only that, but doing them really well. As Frog G said, we all got to have high standards. There you go. Thank you so much. There's Alison's GoFundMe. Help her out with some bills. This country is really good in many ways and really difficult in others. That's about as political as I get. Just mentioning some facts. I will say that, like, since I've been streaming at random hours, I'm getting different people showing up in the chat. I truly appreciate that. I'm gonna continue this on this journey, streaming as much as I can. Until my schedule completely overtakes me. I'm sure as I get closer to the end of the month, it'll get insane. I'm gonna make sure to push out a lot of work. And yeah, so There's this art rep who essentially has asked me to have on, certain people on. It's been a group of people so far that um, are under his banner, and the one tomorrow is one of them. Lori, who's on the Path of the Pale Rider, that's her rep as well. And I guess he's also the rep of Sam Vera. And I'll definitely have Sam on. I truly like, Friday is a fluke that I, have somebody else on. Um, but yeah, it'll be the only two guests I have on this month. And yeah, in regards to Alison, that I began talking about, not sure when she'll be back, but she's, as well as money problems, she's been having challenges with her MS. So that truly sucks, and we wish her well. She is in our thoughts, and I do have to talk to her soon. See where we stand with the whole getting my cat to her situation. See if she's still up for that. I don't want to put an extra burner on her. Although, if I have it, I'd gladly help her out. I do not have it right now. But yeah, depending on what she wants to do is where my finances will be going. Because, if I will be maybe getting one cat traveling, since Crash never showed back up, so somebody swiped him. Crash was going to go to her friend and Rana to Alison. So just gotta touch base with her and see what's what. But yeah, so I think I'll make this a shorter video. I think I'll go 40 minutes, so another 7 minutes. But I would love to get to a point where I have the time to do it and I'm not so crazy, but where I could focus on individual pieces for like longer lengths of time, and it will be at the point where I'm working on my skills more. I could do something pretty cool right now if I did have the time and just sat down and drew something. But much like Bernie Wrightson and there's plenty of artists, like I really want to do something but stretch my skills. And make it something a lot of fun, hopefully. Oh, did I mention? So the title of this episode is "Art for Art's Sakes," and that's a old title of a song from the band 10cc. If you don't know 10cc, and I really like them, and they have a batch of popular hits. "Art for Art's Sake" is one of them. The line goes, "Art for art's sake." I'm not going to try to sing it. Money for God's sake. And I believe it's one of the band members' father who said that. And so they wrote it into a song, as well as made it the title. You know, us artists, and that's like, as far as comics go, it's pencilers, inkers, colorists, letters, writers, like lots of things take artistic skill, or you could do something artistically, or what am I trying to say? You could do something masterfully and it can be considered art. Yeah, that's a lame way of saying it, but I'm just rattling off thoughts here. This is what I do. So yeah, there's I've said it before, like the 90s comics, because they were bringing in so much money, and a lot of people working on those comics got paid ridiculous amounts. They really like worked on pages much longer and did some fantastic stuff. And I want to incorporate some of that into retro. What my style will be like springboarding off of what Rich did in the first issue, but with my artistic nuances. But yeah, I want to do probably heavy detail. What that looks like. We'll see when we get there. But I like a lot of black. I like a lot of detail. I like a lot of play with shadows and light, and just really push things. Otherwise, why do it? It's like if you're just going to churn out another regular book, you could be working for companies that pay really good. But if you're going to do your own book that you're passionate about, you might as well put everything you got into it. I hope people like this book. I read it over 10 years ago, I guess it is. And I really enjoyed what Mark created, and really hope the final project shows it off in a good light. And Apex Comics are, they've had books that they crowdfunded on Indiegogo. I believe they also did Kickstarter, so maybe they're doing both. I'm not sure. But of course, when the date comes, like that it goes live, I will let everybody know. Over and over again, more than likely. But yeah, like I said, I gotta be somewhere, so it's slightly shorter stream today. Thank you for watching. Give this video a like so it gets seen across YouTube more. Always appreciate everyone who does. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I got a few recent subscribers, so definitely appreciate it. And you can support us on our Patreons. Both me and Alison have Patreons listed down below in the video description box. And I'll be back tomorrow with a guest. And like I mentioned, Friday as well. And yeah, so Friday I'm really excited about. The guest tomorrow, I actually haven't really looked at his work yet, but I'll be doing that probably later today as I set up the stream. But lots to do. Keep him busy, moving forward, getting work done. That is the name of the game because it's all about art for art's sakes. So thank you everybody for watching. See you again tomorrow and keep watching.